The Vilna Gaon. Why he fought the Hasidic movement. The strongest opposition to the Hasidic movement wasn't an outsider. It came from Rabbi Elijah of Vilna, the Vilna Gaon, a man whose authority rested solely on the Torah mastery. He did not protest just once, he did not protest emotionally. He protested repeatedly, deliberately, and in writing. The Vilna Gaon, born in 1720s in Vilna, believed Torah was preserved through restraint, not popularity. He saw the Hasidic movement as a structural danger, not a cultural one. In Even Shlema 2:2 it says, excessive excitement is not fear of heaven, it is imagination. Rav Itlavut ena yirat shamayim, ela dimyon. The Hasidic movement relies on excitement. The Gaon labels it delusion, when detached from law. The Gaon rejected the idea of spiritual leader who channels divine influence, intercedes for his followers, and is obeyed beyond law. In his commentary of Mishlei, he writes, one who follows a man instead of Torah will eventually abandon the Torah itself. Hasidic devotion to the Rebbe was, in his view, a category error. His commentary on Mishlei 3:5 says, trust in God, not in a man who claims closeness to him. Ve'al tishayen al mi she'omer shehu karov elav. This dismantles the Rebbe as a channel theology. The Vilna Gaon warned against replacing discipline with experience. In Even Shlema 1:8, it says, excitement without wisdom is like fire without a vessel. It burns and destroys. The Hasidic movement emphasizes ecstasy, song, story, and feelings. The Gaon emphasized text, law, precision, and restraint. The Gaon lived in the shadows of Shabtai Tzvi. He believed mysticism had already proven its danger. In a letter attributed to his circle, he warned, those who cloak heresy in holiness are more dangerous than open sinners. This was not theoretical, this was lived history. Hasidic emissaries sought dialogue, the Gaon refused. Why? Because in his view, a system built on charisma cannot be debated, only exposed. He believed legitimacy flows only from Sinai, text, and chain of transmission. The Vilna Gaon did study Kabbalah, privately though. In Even Shlema 10:3, it says, when groups separate themselves by secret path, the Torah becomes fortune-telling. Hasidic sects equals fragmentation of Torah unity. The Gaon predicted centralized spiritual power, dynastic leadership, emotional dependency, and blind loyalty. These are no longer predictions, these are facts. The Vilna Gaon did not fight joy, he fought the collapse of the Torah boundaries. The opposition of the Vilna Gaon was not symbolic, it was formal, communal, and repeated. He excommunicated the Hasidic movement 3 times. First time in 1772 in Vilna, the Vilna Gaon and the rabbinic court placed a cherem, a ban, on the Hasidic movement due to public teachings of Kabbalah, new religious customs, and charismatic leadership replacing Torah authority. This ban spread across Lithuania and Belarus. The second excommunication in 1781 in Vilna and in Brody. After the Hasidic movement continued to expand, a renewed and harsher ban was issued. This time, the charge was creating sects within Israel, elevating rebbes as spiritual intermediaries, undermining traditional beddin and rabbinic courts. The third public excommunication was in the 1780s. Though not a new written cherem, the Vilna Gaon publicly reaffirmed the bans, instructed communities not to engage, not to debate, and not to legitimize Hasidic leaders, and refused to meet Hasidic emissaries entirely. This solidified the divide permanently. Why 3 times matter? He did not act in haste. He did not act emotionally. He acted after observation, after expansion, after repeated warnings. The danger did not pass, it intensified. The Vilna Gaon did not fight people. He fought a system that replaced Torah with charisma, and warned before it became irreversible.